Very good morning. Today we will start chapter 3 Advanced Features of Excel. In this chapter, we will learn charts and its components, commonly used chart types, creating a chart, chart elements, formatting a chart, combo charts, spark lines using goal and sheet, grouping worksheets, and consolidating data. So, first, what is a chart? Chart is an effective way to display data in pictorial form. Charts make it easier to draw comparison and analyze the data. Hence, charts provide more accurate analysis of information. Basically, instead of a long piece of text, charts are very useful to extract and understand the information depicted in the form of chart. You all must study the chart in the maths too. And when we insert a chart in Excel, when we insert a chart, the data is displayed in a special window called data sheet. And one of the most importance of the chart in Excel is that whenever the chart is updated, whenever we change the data in the table, the chart is updated automatically. We don't need to create the chart again. So let's first introduce the components of a chart. In computer, that is in Excel, there is more component of the chart than compared to the maths. Here, 9 components of the charts have been introduced. Try to identify these components. So, first is the chart area. Whatever the area we see in the given figure 3.1, this all area comes under this category, that is chart area. The chart area includes all objects and elements in a chart. We can see the chart area encapsulates under the long rectangular box, and all the rest of the components are within this area. The second is category axis. We all are familiar with the x-axis and y-axis as you studied it in the maths on graph paper. So x-axis is the category axis. The horizontal axis in the graph is x-axis. The same is here. This axis is called the category axis. And y-axis, the vertical axis is y-axis, and this is the value axis. Here, as the serial number of the components of the chart, this corresponds to the part of the chart given in figure 3.1. So try to identify the chart components. The next is data series. Data series is a related set of data values. Just refer to the part 4. Data series has been depicted in the form of vertical bars with different colors. These are the data series that depicts the values. And the fifth component is axis titles. These are the headings given to x-axis and y-axis. For example, here the headings for the x-axis is there, the name of the persons or students has been depicted. So this is, on y-axis the axis title is marks. And 6, plot area. The plot area is a window within a chart area. We can see the gray shaded region in which the data series exists, this gray field comes under plot area where we plot the chart. And the seventh is legend. It depicts the colors, patterns, and symbols assigned to a data series. As we can see that the data series has been assigned different colors. It is helpful to identify the given values in the data series very quickly. And eighth component is chart title. It describes the aim and contents of the chart. Just look at the chart figure 3.1 where it is placed. And the last is grid lines. These can either be horizontal or vertical lines depending on the selected chart type. They extend across the plot area of the chart. Grid lines make it easier to read and understand the values. Again, grid lines are horizontal or vertical lines that is useful to read the values. The next is commonly used chart types. Here we will learn the different types of chart. Each chart type has its significance. As we can see in the given table, we have column chart, bar chart, line chart, pie chart, and dog nut chart. In column, a column chart is a commonly used chart type to display data in the form of vertical bars. It is used to show changes in data over a period of time or comparisons among different data items. In a column chart, categories are represented on the horizontal axis and values along the vertical axis. And the next is bar chart. This chart displays data in the form of long rectangular rods. It is also called bars. However, this rectangular bars is also used in column chart, but the difference is that in column chart this rectangular bar is vertical, but in bar this rectangular bar can be placed in any order, that is vertical or horizontal. A bar chart illustrates comparisons amongst the individual items. In this type of chart, categories are represented on the vertical axis and the values are represented on the horizontal axis. Just here we need to feel the difference between column and bar chart. In column chart, categories are represented on the horizontal axis, whereas in bar chart, categories are represented on the vertical axis. And in column chart, values are represented on the vertical axis, but in bar chart, values are represented on the horizontal axis. This is the difference that lying between column chart and bar chart. And the next is line chart. As the name suggests, line chart is depicted using line. This chart is the form of lines. It is very similar to plotting a graph on a graph paper with its values on the x and y axis, as we do in the maths. In mathematics, you must have created a graph. In the similar manner, line chart is made. A line chart uses connecting dots to display trends in data over a period of time. In this chart, first we plot the point, and after plotting the point, we just join all the points using a line. That's why it is called so, that is line chart. The next is pie chart. It is a circular chart divided into sectors where each sector shows the relative size of each value. It always shows only one data series and is useful when we want to emphasize on a significant element. The next is Doughnut. This chart shows the relationship of part to a whole. It displays data in the form of rings. where each ring represents a data series added into the chart. Unlike a pie chart, Doughnut chart represents more than one data series. As pie chart is used only for one data series, but Doughnut chart represents more than one data series. The next is creating a chart. However, this topic is lab oriented. I will send the link for creating a chart separately. And chart elements. We can, after creating a chart, we can add axis title, data series, chart title, legend, grid lines, and any other components of the chart whenever required. That is according to our requirement. So adding a chart title, these are lab oriented. We will do this in lab, and the students having PC, you can do it on your PC by just following the steps. And now adding data labels. To add data labels, these topics are also lab oriented. We will do this all during the lab. The next is formatting a chart. Formatting improves the appearance of a chart. That is, formatting makes chart attractive. We can format a chart by adding title, changing text, font, line color, width, border style, legends, data series, and so on to look it more attractive, so that one can focus on the topic and understand the chart as well. We can also change the numbers on the value axis, hide or show grid lines, etc. Under formatting a chart, we can change the backgrounds, colors and patterns. We can also format data series by changing the colors, lines, slices and shifting its position. We will do its practical during the lab. So you all refer to the book accordingly. However, these chapters are lab oriented, so there is very less to explain. In whatever the topics is remaining, we will understand this all during the lab by doing its practical.